As a former Paralympic rower, I definitely understand the power sport has to transform lives, like it did for me. I fell in love with rowing as soon as I tried it, but I know for some people, finding a sport that they love and can stick with can take a little searching.
That's why demo days for adaptive sports are a great way to test the waters and check out a sport.
Yes, water skiing, for example, can be adapted to accommodate a wide range of abilities. Waterski and Wakeboard Nova Scotia recently held a demo day for adaptive water skiing at their Halifax-Dartmouth Powerboat Club on Porters Lake.
Laura Bain and our Halifax team were there to witness a few athletes fall in like with a new sport. Here's their report.
Sarah Julian, an avid sledge hockey player who uses a wheelchair, is trying water skiing for the first time.
I've been wanting to try water skiing. I've seen people do water skiing on their feet for years, and I've just barely started to see pictures of people in the sit skis, and noticed the opportunity was local, and so I jumped at the chance.
Sarah is using what's known as a sit ski. Krista Jensen, chair of the Adaptive Ski Program for Waterski and Wakeboard Nova Scotia, explains.
This is a sit ski, so this is for a person who doesn't have the ability to stand and water ski. They sit in this cage, and we have 3 different cages. They're interchangeable on the different skis. This is a beginner ski, it's a little wider. So we have a cage with a back for someone who needs back support that might not have that trunk stability, the core strength. So the person's sitting here, and when the boat takes off and pulls the person, the rope is actually held by the ski. And then the rope can actually attach to the skis, so they don't even have to hold on to it. If they don't have the hand strength to grip a handle, it can just be attached to the ski. If they can hold the handle, they can hold the handle.
Back in the water, Sarah is skiing at full speed. She's flanked by 2 experienced volunteer skiers who are ready to assist should she run into trouble.
It was pretty steady, actually. I was kind of concerned, but I also know that it's a relatively calm lake, so I wasn't too worried about that. The awkward bit is you lean back a little further, so your head's just kind of there, so it's a little weight on your neck. Other than that, once you're up, you really don't feel so much tension. You're just sort of going, and it's a little bit the speed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that was a lot of it, and the water and the breeze comes very nice on you.
Krista sees lots of benefits to the sport.
It gives people a real sense of freedom. It really improves their core strength. When you're sitting in that sit ski, and eventually they get to where they can cross the wakes and they can do different things, they can do tricks, they can do all kinds of things, it helps their whole body do better when they're not skiing.
Like Sarah, Justin Burden is another first-timer. Justin uses a wheelchair and has a brain injury. He's no stranger to water sports. This summer, he's been swimming, sailing, and surfing. Justin is up fast. His ear-to-ear grin is a hint that he may have added another sport to his roster. Justin sums up his water ski experience with an enthusiastic thumbs up. Chase Newton is the only skier today with experience, so he skis alone.
Chase, are you going to tell me up or down if you want to go faster? Can you give me thumbs up? Okay? Okay, here we go.
He bombs around the lake on one ski.
It was pretty fresh. I think I water ski a lot. I like water skiing.
Chase has autism spectrum disorder. His mother, Lynn Gray, is happy they came out.
This was the first time for Chase on a different lake other than the lake he skis on, so that's a pretty big deal. I feel that there's a whole lot of abilities out there that need a little bit more exposure to sports such as water skiing.
Sarah's already made up her mind.
I would definitely come back next year. It's been a great time.
That's music to Krista's ears.
We're hoping to gain some exposure for the sport in Nova Scotia and looking to really increase our participation for next year. We hope to have a fairly organized program and a place for people to come do adaptive water skiing.
Chase made it look easy. In fact, all 3 of the participants did. Like surfing, water skiing is challenging, but the moment you get up, it is a great feeling. Have you ever tried it?
No, I would really like to, though. Like I've said many times before, there's something about being on the water. I just love being out there in the open and feeling safe, and I think especially for people with vision loss. I know for me, when I'm in my daily life, I'm so slow and careful, but out on the water, to have that speed is exhilarating.
I'm sure it can be a liberating feeling. I wish the organizers and the participants the best of luck. I hope they get their adaptive water skiing group up and running in Nova Scotia. If you live in the area, you might want to keep an eye out for their group at facebook.com/waterskiwakeboardns. Or if you live outside of Nova Scotia, check out Waterski and Wakeboard Canada website at wswc.ca/adaptive.